tiles on the building corner have been there longer than the street below. They caught the morning light before I woke here, and they'll hold the evening when I go. The acoustic guitar is warm as afternoon, the upright bass below it like the street, the yellow tiles above the intersection where Alfama and the sunlight meet. I've been framing them inside the window, trying to understand why yellow works, why some cities choose the blue and some the yellow, and why it's here that neither one hurts. The eye or heart or sense of what is beautiful. The yellow is not bright, it's aged and right. A yellow that has been here long enough to earn its place above the Alfama light. The room ambience from someone's open window, a radio, a conversation low. The light snare counts the time in quarter hours. The yellow tiles above me let it go. A painter sets up at the corner with a canvas. She squints at the tiles and begins to mark the angle of the light, the way the yellow goes warm before the whole day goes to dark. I watch her watching something I've been missing. The way the tiles are not flat but curved, the way each one was placed with some intention, a pattern that has never been disturbed by time or weather or the tram that passes 3 meters from the corner. Every hour the acoustic guitar plays the long note steady. The yellow tiles hold their particular power through afternoon and into evening light, through tourist season and the rain of winter. I've only caught them in the early summer, when everything is golden, light and splinter, of the kind of beauty that is almost ordinary, and for that reason more than beautiful. The painter lifts her brush and steps back looking. The yellow tiles are more than she can hold. I understand because I've had the same thing. This city gives you more than can be told, and then gives more again before you're ready. The upright bass knows this, holds the note. The painter packs her canvas into evening. The yellow tiles stay yellow. In the dusk I drink the last of cold coffee in the window. The yellow tiles are all I can discuss. The coffee cup's still too hot to hold. I wrap my palms around it anyway. The powder tower is just past the window, gone now in the rain and fading light. I didn't mean to stay this long in Prague, but Prague has made it very hard to fight. The rain came suddenly at Náměstí Republiky, and I ducked in here without a second thought. The sparse piano, high and and single-noted was something I would not have known I sought. The kalimba underneath the piano plays something that feels less like a song and more like rainfall being interviewed by someone who has wondered this all along. The Powder Tower stands since 1475. According to the menu's history note, I read it twice while waiting for my order and thought about the centuries of code that have been shaken dry inside these doors. Approximately where I'm sitting now, the sparse piano strikes a note and holds it, and the kalimba answers with a vow of sorts, not a promise, more a presence, a confirmation that the room is warm. The rain against the powder tower window is the oldest kind of music in this form. The gentle percussion, barely audible beneath the rain that's growing on the glass. I think about the years before this cafe and all the coats and cups that came to pass. And then I stop thinking about all of that, because the coffee finally cooled enough to drink. The rain slows, the powder tower appears again, a dark shape through the glass medieval shore. I don't know what year this is exactly, and the kalimba says that's fine, just pour. The city from above, from the Miradoro, the city opens. The Tagus white and silver to the south, the hills of Alfama tumbling to the water, the afternoon too large to fit the mouth. I found a bench before the tourists gathered. The view was clean and no one blocked the light. The terracotta rooftops all below me, the river catching everything just right. The synth pad holds the distance in the music. The road's electric finds the smaller things. A rooftop garden 3 floors down from somewhere, a line of washing bright as anything. I can name the churches from the skyline, but names don't hold the feeling of the view. The way that all of Lisbon stretches outward from here, the city does what cities do, reveals itself as only something felt, not planned or named or measured from above. Just rooftops, water, afternoon and silence, the kind of silence that is full of love. The soft jazz drums below the synth pad layer, the way the city drums below the view. I've been here long enough to hear the rhythms, the ferry horn, the distant tram or two. The afternoon has shifted slightly westward, is lower than it was before. The shadows of the hills are growing longer. The Tagus holds the light a little more. The road's piano knows this kind of holding, the note that lingers after it's released. The city from the Miradoro lingers, the way good things keep going have to cease to be the thing itself and become memory that starts before the leaving even starts. I'll hold the view and let the synth pad carry the sound of what this city does to hearts. The bench is warm from hours of sun exposure. The view is one that doesn't need my words. Two children point at something on the river. Their voices mix with the afternoon birds. The roads find something low and almost tender. The Miradoro evening holds a song. The synth pad fades to something barely present. The city blurs below into the blue. I take one long last look at all of Lisbon and let the Miradoro keep its view. Wenceslas Square was full of coats tonight. I walked the length of it and turned to find a side street with a sign I couldn't read, but music coming through the door, designed for someone just like me who needed in. Out of the autumn cold and overcast, the warm piano landed like a hand placed gently on the table. Hold this fast. The vinyl crackle in the background means someone decided warmth was worth the static. The guitar answers every piano phrase in a conversation automatic. And I have pulled my notebook from my bag, but written nothing, which is fine with me. The thing about a Prague night cafe is that no one asks you what you're here to do. You're here because the fog made sense to follow, and following the fog is always true. The brush drums move like thoughts across a ceiling. The piano lands without needing to explain. A woman at the bar reads something old. A dog lies by the radiator heater. The waiter brings me water without asking, which in this case makes the evening sweeter. I find the song has changed without my noticing, and now the guitar's playing something slower. Like Prague itself has dropped a gear for night, and everything is gentler, everything grows lower. The vinyl crackle, warm piano soft. The room is small, the night is very long, and I am not in any kind of hurry, just grateful to be inside this song. The cafe will close long before I'm ready, but Prague will still be there beneath a lamp. I'll walk home through the cobblestones and mist, and carry this, the warmth inside the damp. The espresso cup is small and dark and final, the kind of cup that ends in afternoon. The sunset through the window hits the surface and turns the coffee gold too quickly, too soon. The sparse piano counts the light descending. The kalimba notes the small remaining warm. I ordered this espresso near the sunset because the day required a final form, a shape that fits inside a small white cup, a concentrated end of afternoon. The gentle percussion marks the last hour. The sun and I are briefly in the same room, looking at each other through the coffee, the golden light inside the dark espresso, the way the Atlantic sends its final signal through all of Lisbon, warm and low and mellow. I drink it slowly, which is not the custom. The Portuguese drink espresso like a fact, but I'm not Portuguese, and this is my last moment before the evening comes intact. The kalimba sounds like something being finished. The sparse piano understands completion. The sun has crossed below the building's roof line and left the sky in stages of recession, from gold to orange to the kind of pink that only coasts with western exposure know. The Tegas holds the color like a mirror. The city takes the light and lets it go. The rain ambience is not actual rain, but something in the temperature that shifts. The gentle percussion marks the cooling as all the late afternoon sunlight lifts from rooftops and from tiles and from the table where the espresso cup is empty now. The sparse piano plays the final measure. The sunset espresso takes its final bow. I think about the days, accumulated hours, the coffee cups, the tiles, the trams, the view. The sparse piano holds this kind of accounting. The calendar does what it can do, which is to make the small feel consequential. The single note against the city's end. The espresso cup is empty on the saucer. The sky is past the pink and into blue. The sparse piano plays one final measure, and the sunset gives its warmth to you. The last tram coming home. The last tram of the evening sounds different, heavier, as if it carries all the day. I'm standing at the corner with my jacket, not quite ready to be carried away. The piano enters first, then acoustic guitar, then the upright bass below the Alfama hill. The brush drums count the last few evening minutes before the city settles, almost still. I've been here since the afternoon was early. I watch the light from clear to gold to gone. The muted trumpet enters like a farewell to all the good that the long afternoon has done. The last tram 28 climbs up the hill. The driver knows this route from memory now. The passengers are tired in the good way. The city lets them all go home somehow. The muted trumpet holds the evening steady. The piano underneath plays the long way home. The full ensemble finds the final groove, the kind that carries you when you're alone, but not quite lonely, full of afternoon. I find a seat beside the window, last car, the city moving past me into night. The tiles appear in small illuminated sections, where street lamps give the azulejo light. The acoustic guitar plays the curves and corners. The upright bass plays the cobblestone below. The brush drums play the rhythm of the tram rails. The sound of everything beginning to slow. The passengers around me settle inward, each holding the day's weight the way you do. At the end of what has been a real day in a city that has shown you something true about the way that light moves through old places and makes the ordinary beautiful. The muted trumpet plays this understanding. The full ensemble makes the evening full. The last tram home deposits me at evening. I stand a moment at the stop and look at our family below the castle. The kind of sight you can't put in a book. The piano plays the final chord and holds it. The ensemble fades to evening and to street. I walk the cobblestones toward tomorrow and carry Lisbon home in both my feet. The Veltiver is somewhere in the mist. I can't see it, but I know it flows. The kalimba on the speaker sings the kind of note the early evening knows. I didn't come to see the tourist sights or find the famous clock before it chimes. I came because a city in the fog is just a feeling, not a set of times. The sparse piano drops a single note. The room is warm, the window cold with breath, and I am neither in a hurry nor in any way afraid of what comes next. The soft sat in places where the music pushed and felt myself grow smaller in the noise. But here in Prague the fog insists on quiet, and even music knows to mind its poise. The camber, it turns familiar now. I track each note the way I'd count the rain. A simple pleasure, not to need more than a cup, a chair, and this, and starting again. What is it that I came here looking for? I've asked this question in 10 cities now, and Prague keeps answering with fog and lamps. Not what I want, but showing me somehow that looking is the thing I do, instead of staying still enough to let it find me. The mist outside, the music inside, both are saying something I keep leaving behind me. The piano plays its final open chord, unresolved and patient as the rain. I'll come back when the fog is thick again. This kind of quiet is worth the pain. I arrived when the light was still horizontal, bending gold across my lost ran a stone. The roads came through a speaker near the bar, a melody that felt like coming home. Though I have never lived in Prague before, the city always seems to know my name. The waiter speaks in Czech, I nod and smile, and somehow nothing here is quite the same as anywhere I've been before. This evening, the synth pad low and patient in the air. I watch the street go dim outside the window, a tourist lost, a lantern's amber stare. And in between, the lanterns start their vigil, and stone streets breathe a different shade of gray. The pad shifts key and something in me follows. I'd forgotten how to let a moment be. The jazz drums light as footsteps on the bridge, a spell out a sentence I can almost read. Stay here, stay slow, let Prague do the moving, let the Charles Bridge carry what you've weighed. By now the fog has swallowed the horizon. The castle lights are halos in the white. The streets below are filling up with couples who lean together in the soft street light. I order one more coffee, take my time. The synth pad hums beneath the kitchen noise. The roads returns to something like a question, and I have no answer, only this peace. The feeling that some cities ask for nothing, they only let you sit and be like this, stone and my jacket and thank the street for no particular one. Stay a little longer here. The light is gold and almost gone. The Atlantic pulls it slowly west and takes the afternoon along. Stay, the city holds you still before the evening comes undone. The light that comes from off the water is not the light of any other place. It bends around the Tagus into Alfama and gives the whitewashed walls a different face. A warm, impossible Atlantic gold that photographers have tried and failed to fix. The city glows and doesn't know it's glowing. The evening and the afternoon both mix into something, neither one entirely. The trumpet in the background keeps it warm. The full ensemble plays below the surface, where light and music share the same soft form. I've been sitting here since just past 4. The coffee cups have multiplied somehow. The light has moved across the tile and table. I've watched it travel slowly, even now. The guitar and the bass are like the city, unhurried and not thinking about time. The brush drums barely mark the passing hour. The light becomes the music and the rhyme of everything that Lisbon does at dusk. The way it holds the gold before it goes. The way the trumpet finds the note between the daytime and the evening, where light slows. The waiter asks if I need anything. I shake my head and watch the window glass. The muted trumpet holds the long descending and lets the Atlantic light slowly pass. The ensemble builds and then relaxes back, as if it knows the light can't be contained. The sun has touched the water at the edge. The light goes amber, copper, then goes soft. I watch the last of it across the rooftops and let the evening carry what was lost. The tray of pasties cools beside the window. The custard in its case is flecked with brown. The smell of them has been here since the morning and hasn't once considered going down. I order 1, then 2, then think about 3. Piano says there is no rush. The vinyl crackles afternoon becomes a kind of hush, in which the past days de nata are the center of everything that Lisbon has to give. The butter and the custard and the pastry, a thing so simple I forget to live. For anything more complicated than this, the cup of coffee dark, the pastry warm, the mellow guitar finds the simple melody, the kind that keeps you safe from any storm of thought or plan or things you meant to do. The afternoon is narrowed to the plate. I break the custard with a small espresso and find that nothing needs to be more great. The finger-picked guitar returns a moment between the second cup and the third thought. The warm piano waits beside it gently. The final crackle fills the gap I brought. The family across the room shares 4 of them. The grandmother explains the cinnamon. She taps the crust to show where it should crackle. The grandchildren lean in, each one, each one. I watch the way that food becomes a lesson in being from somewhere and belonging here. The warm piano covers the instruction. The mellow guitar makes the moment clear. Without needing translation, without language, the past days do not need no subtitle. The brush drums count the crumbs upon the table. The afternoon is small enough, it's vital enough. The small is vital enough always. The custard and the coffee and the light. The final crackle is the sound of texture, the sound of afternoon done exactly right. I leave the tray and pay for more than I ate, because the afternoon costs more than that. The warm piano walks me to the doorway, and Alfama sunlight takes me back.
Out there, fog in here. The bell just rang from somewhere up the hill.
Malastrana is quiet on a weeknight. The tourist in at dusk can leave the stone. I found a cafe near the little square, where someone's left a guitar all alone. Leaned against the bar like an afterthought, and then the player came and picked it up. The upright bass arrived from the back room, and now the room is different as a cup of espresso that has just been poured, changed, awake with everything ahead. The light snare taps so softly I can feel it more than hear it, like a half-heard thread. The room fills slowly with the usual evening. The couple near the window, the old man who reads, a student with a laptop closed beside her, a coffee and a phone she doesn't need. The guitar walks around the upright bass in circles that feel aimless but arrive, and I am part of this without pretending, which is the only way to feel alive. In a city that you're passing through at autumn, when the fog rolls in at 5:30, when the bell from Malastrana rings above you and reminds you that you're somehow still alive. I wonder why we travel in the fall, when everything is closing, getting bare. When cities put their gardens into cases, is always leaving somewhere there. Maybe it's because the mood is honest and we need a place that doesn't pretend to bloom. Maybe Prague and fog is what I needed, a city that just sat with me in the room. The bell rings once more from the hill above. I count it, let the sound complete its arc. The guitar finds a final chord to close on, and I walk out to meet the gentle dark. The castle on the Ratchiny Hill has gone to silhouette in the evening fog. I watched it fade from a cafe window seat and thought, what better ending for a day? The ensemble plays a gentle circling theme, the muted trumpet somewhere in the middle, acoustic guitar at the edge of it all, and I am here, which answers my own riddle of why I travel to these autumn cities when most people wait until the spring. I come because the fog and early dark are honest, and I need an honest thing. The trumpet falls to silence for a moment. The castle fog stays put and holds its shape. The upright bass returns me to the room. The brush drums keep the evening's pace alive. A woman at the counter makes a phone call in a low-check voice. She says, I'll arrive. And that is everything I know of her. She's heading somewhere. Someone's waiting there. I wonder if she sees the castle too, or if the fog tonight is just weather. The ensemble builds towards something like an ending, the muted trumpet bending its farewell. The acoustic guitar confirms it quietly, and Prague rings out its last Ratchiny bell. The humming was how this began, and so I hum a little on the walk back down. The castle is invisible behind me, but present in the air above this town. The mist is low above the old town rooftops. The astronomical clock face lost in grey. A student on the steps is eating something, and Prague is going about its usual day. Starry misty grey, the kind of light that makes the stone look like it's breathing slow. I found found a cafe on a narrow side street where the acoustic guitar has room to go. The upright bass below it, steady walking, the light snare tapping like a quiet thought. And I have ordered coffee, found my corner, and let the room do what a room is for. The tourists come in waves and then again, like tides that know they're not meant to remain. The locals get their orders without asking, and I am somewhere in between. Not quite a guest, not quite a stranger, just a window frame. The astronomical clock struck 3 already. I counted in the cafe without seeing it. The sound came through the thick stone walls and lamps, and I felt time for once as something lit, not pressing, just present like a shadow that reminds you there's a sun without a glare. The acoustic guitar takes a turn for softer, and the room adjusts itself without a fare. The upright bass slows to a long low note. The light snare stays back barely, like it's thinking, and I have no idea what hour this is, which is the best kind of time for sitting, thinking. Starium, yes, the gray is not a sad gray. It's the gray of permanence, of staying put, of buildings that have seen enough already and decided now's the time to just look good. The guitar walks back up to where it started, which is, I think, the whole point of this kind. The mist is still exactly where it started. The clock is somewhere laughing in the fog. I finish what's in front of me and nothing else, and close my starry miesto catalog. Outside the light is fierce and bright and wide. Inside the tiles hold a different cool. The blue and white of azulejo walls, the kind of contrast that becomes a rule for how to live inside a summer city. Find shade in tiles and let the heat wait there. The patterns on the walls are not repeated. Each tile a world of blue inside a frame. I've been tracing them with only my eyes since noon, when everything became the same. Heat outside and cool inside in tiles. The upright bass below the afternoon. The acoustic guitar above the coffee. A conversation that will finish soon, but not yet, not while the tiles still hold. The stories pressed in blue by someone's hand. A century ago or more, the pattern was drawn before anyone had planned that I would sit here in the early summer, tracing river ships and vines in blue, and feel the kind of quiet that is earned by tiles that have waited for you. The light snare counts the measures of the room. The bass line holds the tiles in place somehow. I know that if I leave, I'll lose the angle that makes the pattern work the way it does now. The morning crowd is gone, the lunch rush gone. The cafe holds a handful of us here who came for shade and found the azulejo and stayed because the afternoon is clear and cool enough to think, to look, to let the pattern on the wall do all the work. The acoustic guitar finds the melody and carries it the way the tiles don't shirk their duty, which is beauty without effort. A blue that does not ask to be admired. I've seen the azulejo photographs, the ones that tourists take and post online. But the photo doesn't hold the temperature, the cool behind of each tile meets the next without apology. The grout that holds the centuries apart. The acoustic guitar knows this kind of holding, the kind that keeps the separate pieces art. I leave the tiles the way they were before, the blue intact, the pattern unperturbed. Outside the heat receives me like a fact, and all the Alfama silence is disturbed. The Noosal Bridge stands grey above the valley. I saw it from the tram before the rain came hard against the windows in a curtain, and everyone just looked away again. I got off early, found a cafe doorway, shook the water from my coat and stepped in slow. The sparse piano asked me what I needed, and I said, just something warm to go. The kalimba picked up where the question ended, its notes like water tapping on a stone, the gentle percussion building underneath, suggesting I was anything but alone. The rain plays its own rhythm on the awning, separate from the music but aligned. I took a booth beside the steaming window and watched the Nussel Valley fill with gray, the kind of afternoon that has no deadline, just finds itself becoming late in the day. The kalimba keeps returning to the same phrase, not stuck but patient, it knows something I am still arriving at from a long distance, the kind of knowing that a song can hold high. The sparse piano joins it at the turnaround, two instruments and rain and one cafe. I started feeling grateful for the detour that brought me off the tram and made me stay. The rain is slowing, Prague is lightening slightly. The kalimba takes its final run. I button up and thank the booth in silence, and step back out to meet whatever comes. The golden hour in Lisboa is not subtle. It floods the whole city like a fact. The white walls go to amber, then to copper, and nothing can be taken halfway back. The full ensemble knows this kind of moment. The piano plays it loud enough to feel. The acoustic guitar makes it personal. The upright bass makes sure that it is real. The brush drums keep the gold from being precious, from tipping into something saccharine. The trumpet enters where the gold is highest and plays the note that only gold has seen. I've sat in cafes in a lot of cities, but Lisboa golden hour is its own, a quality of light that has no equal, a warmth that finds you even sitting alone. The cobblestones below reflected upward, the azulejo tiles hold it in. The Tagus at the edge of the horizon takes all the gold the city offers in. The muted trumpet holds the light in music, the way a shutter held in slower speed catches what the eye can barely register. The golden, more than golden, the agreed upon impossible of afternoon Lisboa. The painters came from everywhere to paint. The ensemble pulls it back before it's over. The trumpet plays the gold until it's faint. The second act begins when gold goes copper, when copper starts to move towards something rose. The sky above the Tagus shifts its color, the way the city's temperature just goes from warm to warmer to the brief beyond, where everything looks like it's been made new. The piano holds the copper in the melody, the guitar lets the rose come slowly through. The bass line marks the final minutes passing. The drums go soft as if they know the score. The trumpet finds the note below the copper and holds it steady just a little more before the golden hour becomes the evening, before the city lets the darkness in. The ensemble plays the final bars together, and Lisboa golden hour begins again. The gold is gone, but left its warmth behind. The walls still hold a trace of afternoon. The muted trumpet rests, the piano lingers, and Lisboa evening comes too soon. The guitar came in before the door swung open. A chord, then silence, then the rain. I hung my coat and heard the room adjust, and knew I would not leave again. The cobblestones are dark and clean from rain. The Zhishkov tower blurs through window fog. A single candle on the tablecloth, a worn-in notebook like a catalog of afternoons I almost let pass by. Now gathered here in this stone basement bar, the upright bass that hums inside the wall feels closer to me than anything This kind of rain makes everything slow down. The waiter nods, he knows my usual cup. I watch a couple share a glass of wine and feel no need to fill my own hours up. The rain against the window, regular as clocks, a rhythm older than the cobblestones. I think of all the feet that walked this road, and centuries before I found this chair. The guilds, the merchants, the astronomers who stopped in cafes just to breathe the air, and sat like me with coffee going cold beneath the old town rooftops pressed with wet, not needing prog to be the prog of maps, but only this, a moment, not a debt. The bass note holds, the guitar walks on by, a song that doesn't resolve but drifts along, and I have nowhere left to be but here, where every autumn afternoon belongs. The last chord fades before the street lamp wins. The night comes gently through the window frame. The cobblestones are dark and I am still, and Prague is just a window, just a name. Somewhere below this floor, someone is singing, a voice that carries no particular tune. It bends around the walls and finds the corners, and fills the whole cafe by noon. The road is warm, the synth is barely there, a texture underneath the afternoon. I didn't come for music, came for quiet, but quiet here has always had this wound. A thread of sound that makes the silence heavier, a note that pulls before it lets you go. This is the Fido in the walls of Alfama, the feeling that the city lets you know you're here and temporary and still welcome. The light comes through regardless of your name. I order something small and watch the doorway. The singing stops and everything's the same, except it isn't now. The air is different, the afternoon has taken on its weight. I wrap my hands around the cooling coffee and let the music make me sit and wait. The synth pad holds the note a little longer, the drums are soft enough to be the rain. I don't know if I'm listening or dreaming, but either way I'm not leaving the lane. This alley with its tiles and its shadows, this table at the edge of afternoon, this city that insists on being felt before the Fido singer starts the tune. The second cup comes without me ordering. The waiter seems to know I haven't moved. The singing starts again, one floor below me. A different song, but with the same deep groove of longing. That is not exactly sadness, and joy that carries something like a sigh. The Portuguese are giving this a name for it. I only know I feel it when I'm here. The afternoon expands to hold the feeling. The tiles on the wall absorb the sound. I don't speak the language of the singer, but I know what she's singing all around. the cup and let the Fido carry me along. The singer holds the final note until it disappears into the tile and heat. I leave some coins and don't look back at all. The afternoon receives me on the street. Old town amber lantern glow, the hour when the city slows. Coffee dark and window cold, Prague is where the evening holds. I found a place on Tinska Street, a narrow bar with no tourist map. The ensemble plays something slow and warm, and I have landed, finally, in the gap between the Prague of photographs and Prague that happens while you sit and stay. The muted trumpet in the corner breathes, and everyone around me is here to wait for nothing, just the evening to proceed. The upright bass walks somewhere near my heart. The acoustic guitar plays off the trumpet line, like two old friends who've never been apart. The astronomical clock is somewhere close. I'd heard it from the alley, lost my way, and found this place by following the music, which is how the best mistakes are made today. The amber of the lamp above my head matches what's inside my coffee cup. The ensemble swells and then comes back to soft, and every time I think I'll finally get up, I don't. The trumpet holds a note so long, it bends around the room and settles down. I've given up on leaving for the night. Old town has quietly become my town. The brush drums sweep, the bass walks home, the trumpet sighs into the minor key. This music sounds like everything I wanted when I didn't know what that would be. Let the amber hold a little longer, let the bar stay warm against the street. Old town amber lantern glow, the hour when the city slows. I'll stay until the music ends, and even then, who knows? Fog came early over Vinarady. The lamps blink on above the avenue. I found a table near the window glass, where autumn turns the city soft and new. A cup of coffee, dark and still too warm. The street below is quiet, have gathered at the iron gate, and evening comes before I've had my fill of watching how the light bends through the mist. City breathing slow, exhaling time. Somewhere a piano plays through someone's wall. The melody is soft without a rhyme. Without a sound I catch, or maybe I have finally tuned it out. The music from the bar is low enough to fill the room without a trace of doubt. I turn the pages of a book unread. The words have blurred into the evening scene. The amber of the lantern on my cup, the only thing that's warm and clear between this fog and me, this hour and the night. The cobblestones below are slick and bright. I pull my coat a little closer in and let the city blur beyond my sight. The bells of Old Town ring at 5:30. I count them one by one across the grate. The waiter sets a second cup without my asking, which is just the prog way. That time tonight belongs to no one else. This fog, this lamp, this cup, this almost dark. The candle on the table flickers once. The room stays warm against the autumn chill. I don't need anywhere but here tonight. Venerady, quiet, easy still. I heard the yellow tram go by, the rails that sing before the car appears, a sound I'd recognize in any city, now woven into all my Lisbon years. The number 28 climbs up the hill. I watch it from the table near the door. The driver leans and doesn't seem to hurry. The passengers have seen this view before. They hold the rails and look at nothing much. The buildings close on either side like arms. A narrow cut of sky above the alley. Old Lisbon worn to nothing like a charm. I ordered twice, I think the same espresso. The saucers stacked beside the windowsill. The afternoon moves slower than the tram, and both of them are moving slower still. The guitar from the radio is low. The bass line holds the afternoon in place. I close my eyes and hear the tram again, a sound that keeps the city at its pace. A man beside me sketches on a napkin. The lines are light and loose and almost right. He catches cobblestones and arching doorways, the kind of detail only seen in light. Like this, the afternoon light hitting tiles, that blue and white become a living thing. He tears the napkin, crumples what he made, and starts again without considering how much the city gives to those who wait inside a window, patient with the heat. The tram returns before I thought to move. The afternoon still warm, the coffee sweet. The number 28 rolls back again. I count the faces at the open door. I think about the hill it always climbs, and think I'll stay a little more. The Tagus moves, but you can't see it moving. The river is too wide to show its current. I found a table at the waterfront. The afternoon reflected, barely urgent. The sparse piano drops one note at a time. Above the river's ambient low hum, the kalimba sounds like water dripping from somewhere off to the left that never comes into full view, but always sounds like it will. The boats that cross the Tagus go both ways. I lose count of the ferries in the sunlight, the kind of counting that belongs to haze. A haze that is not heat exactly, more like the afternoon becoming something else. The light on water making all of Lisbon look like it's being kept on glass top shelves, arranged and still and lit from below somehow. The gentle percussion marks the time. I let the Tagus do the thinking for me. The river has no interest in the rhyme. The kalimba holds one note above the water. The drums ease back to almost nothing now. The river keeps its pace without our asking. The Tagus doesn't need to tell us how. A fisherman has been here since before me. He doesn't cast, just holds the line and waits. The kind of patience I have come to practice in cafes and on benches and in straits of afternoon when waiting is the work, and all the moving parts can move without me. The sparse piano agrees with this arrangement. The Tagus doesn't need my help to be. White and silver and unhurried and complete. The rain ambience suggests the air is cooling. The fisherman still holds the line and waits. The river and the afternoon still pooling into something that requires no arrival, no destination and no outer edge. Just take his drift and kalimba and table and water that keeps no one on the ledge. The fisherman packs up his things at last. The sun is low enough to name the hour. I leave the waterfront without a photo. The river holds its light without my power. The tiles are warm against the afternoon. The alleys narrow into golden light. I found a window seat above the square, where Alfama hums from morning into night. A coffee on the sill, the cup still hot. The tram went by an hour ago or so. I heard the Fido drift from 2 floors down, so soft I barely had a chance to know. The azulejo blue against white walls, the cobblestones below are sun-bleached, pale. A cat sits still beside the iron gate, the kind of afternoon that never fails to slow the hours down into a haze where everything is amber still and clear. I pull the curtain back to let it in, the light that means the afternoon is here. A woman hangs the washing on the line. It catches in the breeze and billows white. The square below fills slowly with the heat that settles over Alfama just right. I turn a page and lose the line I had. The city is too bright to concentrate. The rooftops glow like something newly made, the kind of light that always comes too late. For those who stayed inside the whole long day, who missed the tram that runs up to the view, who didn't find this window and this cup, this afternoon that only I fell through. The Miradoro crowd has thinned by now. The bells have counted down from 12 to 5. Somewhere below, the past days cool on trays, and I am barely hungry, barely alive to anything but light and tile and heat. The city breathing slow against the hill. The sun begins its long descent to sea. I watch it through the curtain, half asleep. just Alfama, light, and me. The sun drops low behind the barrel alto. The shadows stretch across the cobblestone. I found a place before the nightlife starts, and dusk and I are briefly here alone. The kalimba notes are barely heard above the ambient hum of someone's fan. The street outside is quiet for an hour. The gap between the afternoon and plan of evening when this neighborhood transforms. But now the alley holds a different mood. The shutters painted green, the awning faded. The kind of quiet that requires no food. Just sitting with the window to the west, where light makes everything look slightly new. The sparse piano fills the room with nothing. The nothing that I needed coming through. A couple shares a table at the corner. They speak too low for me to catch the words. The pigeons on the rooftop face the sunset like something more intentional than birds. The rain ambience from somewhere nearby, a fountain or a pipe behind the wall. The kalimba sounds like falling water, like something that intends to catch us all. Before the dusk completes its slow transition, before the neon signs begin to hum, I wanna hold this hour between my hands, this warmth before the evening city comes. I've been in Barrow Alto many evenings, but never caught the hour before the crowd. The hour when the city breathes between the afternoon that's gone, the night allowed. The sparse piano knows exactly this, the space between the light and what comes next. The kalimba holds one note and lets it go, and dust becomes the city's only text. The street lamp flickers on above the alley. The couple pays and slowly finds the door. I sit a little longer with the fading, and let the dusk have just a little more. Carlene used to flood, they say, before the walls. Now it's the cool new district, clean and white. But fog at dusk reclaims the older feeling, and I like the city better with that tide. The ensemble in the cafe back play something that sounds like a local song. The muted trumpet bending under cover, like it's been holding out this whole time long. I ordered at the bar, then found a window seat. The acoustic guitar does what guitar does here. Supports, reflects, and lets the trumpet lead, and follows up with everything sincere. Carlene fog is different from Old Town fog. It sits below the rooftops, not above. It comes from the river, carried by the evening, and sets on everything with something close to love. The brushed drums barely moving, upright bass, a steady low that holds the whole thing still. A group of locals at the table over are laughing at something I'll never know. I don't mind being on the outside here. Sometimes being outside is the show. The muted trumpet takes a turn so quiet that only the piano answers back. And for a moment it's just me and music in a cafe off the tourist track. The ensemble builds, the fog outside grows thicker, and I'm glad I'm where I am tonight. Carlene in the autumn, warm and steady, where the ensemble holds the failing light. The fog winds slowly swallowing the street lamps. The trumpet plays its last and lowers down. I leave a note beside my empty cup. This was the best part of your beautiful town. The lanterns came on while I watched the street, one by one, as if the city learned to read the failing light and know the hour for warmth, for that which must be slowly earned. I'm in a window seat above the tram stop. The warm piano joined the guitar late, and now the vinyl crackle underneath is the sound of something being set to wait. For no one in particular, just evening. The brush drums counting in at their own pace. A woman on the tram looks up and sees me, and we both look away, which is its grace. Lantern hour, Prague slows between the lamps, and all the hurried trains into the stone. I've been here for an hour without noticing. The warm piano carries all the weight. The guitar guitar arpeggios have found a pattern that sounds like something I should contemplate. The vinyl crackle tells me nothing's perfect, and that's the point. The warmth is in the grain. The thing about a lantern is its limit. It lights just this, and nothing else is lame. And I am grateful for a radius of yellow light, of music, of this cup. The lantern keeps the evening at a distance, and I am not in any rush to give it up. The lanterns hold their circles on the stone. The tram goes past without me one more time. The guitar plays its slow arpeggial closing, and I am fine here, which is more than fine. I crossed the Charles Bridge just before the fog erased the castle from the Ratchany Hill. The stone saints watching from the balustrade have seen enough to know when to stay still. I walked to the far side, then kept going until the streets got narrower and warm, and found a cafe where the Rhodes was playing, a sound like shelter getting through a storm. The synth pad under everything a hum. The prog itself might make if cities breathe. The soft jazz drums half hidden in the back, and I am finally somewhere I'm relieved. The Charles Bridge is a place where everyone has taken the same photograph before. But find me in the fog at 5:30, and I'll show you what the bridge is actually for. It's for the feeling of crossing something from the side you know into the unknown. It's not the statues or the castle viewpoint. It's the moment you arrive and fog has grown thick enough to soften all the edges. And the cafe on the corner has a light, and the roads is plain, and the synth pad holds, and the bridge has carried you here, which is right. I've crossed so many thresholds in my life, some by choice and some because I had to. Some into worse things, some into better rooms, and some I still can't say what they were after. But this bridge, this fog, this city at this hour feels like crossing into something I'd forgotten. A version of myself that knows to sit down when the music's good and the evening's not quite rotten. The Charles Bridge is behind me now. The fog has done its work and closed the castle gate. The roads plays on inside, the synth pad breathing, and I decide that bridge can Spacecraft television tower looms above the rooftops in the evening gray. I found a basement cafe, red lit walls where Rhodes electric piano holds the day. The synth pad underneath is like a breath, continuous and warm and almost kind. I've ordered something I can't pronounce, and the waiter smiled and said, "You'll be fine." The jazz drum, soft and brushed across the skin, suggest a pace I'm slowly learning here. That Prague in autumn needs no urgency, and everything worth seeing will appear. The humming from the kitchen matches well with what the Rhodes is doing at the bar. I think it's not a song they know they're singing, just the sound of being where you are. The synth pad shifts and now the room grows warmer. The tower I could see is lost in fog. I'm left with only music and my coffee, and a feeling I don't need to catalog. The jazz drums come and go like conversation, not insisting, barely holding time. And I have stopped pretending I am working. I started just existing, which is fine. Zizko is the part of Prague that locals still claim is theirs, away from all the tours. The walls are tagged, the bars are small and crooked, and the music plays until whatever hours. I like this corner of the city better than the postcard squares I walk through first. The humming starts again from in the kitchen. The Rhodes plays one last phrase into the haze. I hum along without knowing why, and that's enough for these low fog-lit days. The street of Rosemary, which is the name of Ruadu Alacrim in the old tongue. I found the cafe halfway down its length, where the afternoon is warm and quietly hung. The Rhodes piano fills the small room easily, the kind of warmth that doesn't try too hard. The synth pad underneath suggests the street outside is soft as any courtyard. The soft jazz drums count off without demanding attention or consideration now. I've been sitting here long enough to know that Ruadu Alacrim doesn't ask you how you found it, or what brought you to this table, or what you're looking for, or what you've lost. It simply puts the afternoon around you and doesn't tell you what the quiet cost. A man across the room reads a newspaper folded to one page he keeps returning to. The Rhodes electric makes the room feel older, and older things are easier to move through. The synth pad holds a note between the traffic, the sound of Lisbon in an afternoon key, a frequency that's not quite music, not quite the city, but the distance in between, where things resolve to this: a table, coffee, a newspaper, a road's a scent, a street name for a herb that grows in sunny places and fills the air with something almost sweet. The soft jazz drums find the groove below the surface, the kind of groove that rooms like this maintain. Through seasons, through the years of regular customers, through mornings after sun and mornings rain, I think about the word alacrim, rosemary, the herb of memory, or so they say. The street that holds its name holds its own memory in every tile and every doorway. The rose piano plays the kind of music that makes the past feel present for a moment. The synth pad holds the sound of summer afternoons in places where the city is a component of who you are when you are in it fully, when the street's name lives in how you breathe. Rua du Elicrim is given something I don't yet know how to fully leave. I pay and stand and smell the air outside, a trace of rosemary, or maybe not. The street remembers what it wants to keep, and I am briefly one more thing it's got. The garden square in Prince Imperial is shaded by a tree that's very old. I found a cafe at the garden's edge, where everything is marble, green and cold, in the good way, like a room that's been preserved from some earlier and quieter time. The warm piano from the small speaker keeps the afternoon from its decline. Into ordinary, into rushed, into the kind of day that leaves no mark. I order slowly, let the light come through the gap between the canopy and dark, and think that Prince Imperial deserves more afternoons exactly like this one. The garden quiet, the tile roof above, the vinyl crackle under the afternoon sun. The mellow guitar enters under piano, a conversation neither needs to end. The brush drums barely count the minutes passing. The afternoon becomes the city's friend. The fountain in the square runs all day long. I've tuned it out, or maybe tuned it in. The sound of water is the sound of staying, the sound of where the afternoon begins to settle when the light comes through the leaves and makes a map of shadows on the stone. I have been here before, or somewhere like it. That feeling of being briefly home. A child runs across the garden path. The pigeons scattle and scatter again. The parents sit and do not seem to notice. They're used to Sunday light and Prince Be Real. The warm piano covers all of this. The small consistent world of afternoon, where nothing is demanded of the visitor except to sit and wait inside the room of light and shade and old and slow. And here the garden holds the city at the edge. I let the vinyl crackle be my answer to everything I thought I had to dredge from memory and planning future worry. The Prince of Real afternoon says no, just warm piano, garden, marble table, and light that moves the way the afternoons go. The garden square fills slowly toward the evening. The families arrive with dogs and noise. I sit a little past the time I planned and let the piano have the final choice.